Good morning, children.
Good morning, sir.
You get so blessed when how many hundreds of you sitting here say good morning to you one time, eh? It's good morning from me. You get one from me. I get how many hundred from you? But the divisional education officer Western, Mr. Boroboro, the head teacher, Mr. Chikuale, and your staff of Lautoka Methodist, parents, children, and friends of Lautoka Methodist. Let me say how happy I am to be with you this morning. Thank you for the invitation for me to join you in your sports day today. Yesterday I was with people just like you, but it was the MGM Primary School. They were also having their sports day. And tomorrow I'm going up to another primary school. It's Nailango Bokala Primary School. It's way in the interior of Naitasiri. And they're also having their fun day and their bazaar for tomorrow. But let me just say a few words first to the teachers. Let me share with you my inspiration. I was your Minister for Education for a few months when Philip Mbole was away. And I began changing my reading pattern to read into education and what education is all about and what teachers are supposed to be doing, where education and the trend it is going nowadays and what it is looking at in the future. And just let me tell you that I never thought about teachers in the way that I think about you now. I have been very inspired, and I have shared this thought with teachers wherever I go, that if you talk about privileged job, I think teacher's job is classified as a privileged job. You really have a privileged job. Why? We spend a lot of our time as looking into the future and trying to understand with some certainty. We cannot really fully understand it, but we look into the future, and then what we do is we try and make sure that the generation that are young now are prepared well to this future that sometimes we are scared of, or sometimes that we are happy about, and your job is to offer the pair of hands that then shape the lives of those that we want to inherit that future and adapt properly. To me, that is a privileged job. And to all the teachers that are here today, let me on behalf of government thank you so much for, one, to allow yourselves to be the hand to mold our generation, young generation, so that they can fit into this future that we look at. Thank you for giving up your life, your time, for you to be that when you choose that career to be teachers. For you to have a privileged job, there is something that is attached to it. If it is a privileged job, you really have no other choice, but you have to be the best in what you do. There is no other choice in there. If your job is a privileged one, which means you're lucky to have it, then next to that privilege is that big responsibility that you have to give your best. You really have to give your best. Your pair of hands that mold the lives of our children has to be the best pair of hands to mold them. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for taking up the role that parents are supposed to be doing. And sometimes we as parents, we really let go of our role and we load it onto you as teachers. And that even make that pair of hands even more special. Even though it loads your job, but it makes it even more special. But to the teachers this morning, thank you very much for the first term. Thank you for the effort. There's 2 more to come. I only pray to God that God will continue to bless you so that your hands remain the best hands to shape our children for the future. My second message is for the parents. I was talking with the Commissioner of Police one day, and we were discussing how and why there were a lot of drownings with our children. And we shared this thought that, and this was happening during the school holidays. And during our discussion, we came to conclude that maybe parents do not get used to the fact that it is holidays, because we're so used to the idea that from 8 to 3, somebody else is looking after my child. And we forget that during the school holidays, you have to be looking after your child from 8 to 3. But we still forget that it is you now, because we're so used to, for how many months during a term, that somebody else is looking after our child for us during that time, 8 to 3. And then we hear kids that just walk away, fall into the river, and drown. I plead to the parents, please remember that during the 2 weeks holidays, it is only you. You lose the services of the teacher that look after your children from 8 to 3, from Monday to Friday. We have to pick up that role, which means that during school holidays, our roles as parents in looking after our children is loaded. It is loaded now because you're now taking on the role that somebody had been doing for us during the first how many months of the term. That way we will ensure the safety of our children, and the school holiday is coming up. The second point to the parents is that your children can only play, and they will only play sports, and even sports people today will only play sports because their family allow them to do so. Now, sports in Fiji, it is an industry. Our estimation is that out of the 300 million that comes from overseas on remittances, approximately 1/3 comes from people that play sports. There are a lot of families now where their livelihood is improved because of sports. It's not only that it's a revenue earner for the country, but now we're looking towards sports and physical activity to target the non-communicable diseases that are killing our people today. And your children will only participate in physical activities, in sporting activities, if you allow them to do so. My advice is that it is not a bad thing to allow your children to play sport. In one of my visits to a youth group, one of the young people there asked me the question and said, "Sir, Minister, how can I contribute to help build a better Fiji?" My quick answer to this young boy was that if you want to contribute to help build a better Fiji, the best thing you can do is to build a better you. Just build a better you. You build yourself with the good characters. The one good thing with sport is that it really builds good character into our children. Because sports, it talks about teamwork, it talks about perseverance, it talks about sacrifice, it talks about hard work. It will teach you honesty. It will teach you relentless pursuit of excellence. It will teach our children respect also. So sports also will help build our young people into better people, and in turn certainly contribute to helping build a better Fiji. At least that's what I believe. Academic excellence is fine, but the partner to academic excellence is really good character. I think you can live without academic excellence, but you cannot live without good character. Good character carries you through whether you excel academically or not. Sports is a way to help build that character. Now, I know the sun is too hot, and my very quick one to the children. Smiling? Still? Okay. They say there's a Christian plaque that says sports Beatitudes. You know Beatitudes? There's Sermon on the Mount. Blessed are the, Yeah, remember? Okay. There are eight sport Beatitudes. Now listen, I read it to you. 8, eh? Okay, this is the first one. It says, be a good sport and team player. Be a good sport and team player, 1. Second one, it says, be dedicated and hardworking. The third one is important. It says, be safe and healthy. So when your parents tell you to eat the vegetables and the raw, you have to eat it. Eh? You have to be healthy if you want to play sports. The next one, it says, be excellent by giving your best. You know, when you go out to run, say you're going to run 100 meters and you have 4 other people running with you. It's not about beating the other person. It's about you running as fast as you can. You just run as fast as you can. Whether you come out first or second or third or fourth, really doesn't matter. You just have to run the fastest you can. That's your best. And that's all is, that is what people expect from us, is for us to give our best. We will always have people who can run faster than us, who will run slower than us. You can only run as fast as you can. Some people's fast is in front of you, some people's fast is behind you. But it's important that we just give our best, not only in sports, in everything that we do. The next one says, be persistent and keep trying. If we want to be good in anything, we don't give up. We don't give up. We keep trying. You run today, you run it in this time. You want to shorten it, if you keep trying, it might come down. But we never give up. In school, you don't give up. In sports, you don't give up. The third last one, he says, be grateful to God for your gifts. You know, some children cannot run. Some children are unable to do so. We should always be thankful to God for the gifts that God gives us. For you to be able to be here, we should be thankful to God. For you to be able to come and run fast, and maybe win, you should always be thankful to God. Thank God for the gift that you have. The second last one says, we must be positive that you're a winner. Your start point is up there. Not there. Start point is there. Positive that I'm a winner. Give your best and see what happens. But you have to start from being a winner. The last one, and this is my main message to you today in your sports day, is to be sure to have fun. Sports was really created for people to have fun. If you want to win today, I think the road to victory, and I told the Suva Netball this message, the road to victory starts with a happy soul. You can't go and play and be grumpy and bad. Yeah? You have to be really happy. So the start point is a happy soul. Thank you again for the invitation. I'm glad to join you. I hope you enjoy the day. And please stay safe during the 2 weeks holiday. And don't forget to study also. You need to study during the 2 weeks holiday. Thank you and enjoy the day.